It's Lady Lee. I'm back with day 2 of the 21-day financial fast. I said each day I'm going to put a video out highlighting what happened, where we at, moving forward. So we have concluded day 2. So day 2, we did good. So this is June 4th, and today's chapter focus on a promise of prosperity. So I'm going to share with you my notes. So it talks about God promised prosperity, and the pledge today was to find the key to wealth. I have to understand that prosperity comes with conditions. I must follow God's will and word for my life. And that was a quote that I highlighted. It says, people often want God to fulfill his promise of prosperity, but they don't want to change. So what it was saying that we all, people, everyone in general, want God to bless us, but we often don't want to make hard decisions or take difficulty steps to make change happen. We want to do the least amount possible, and then we want to reap the benefits and take on, get all what God has for us without doing the work. So that's what I took from that. Another quote is, prosperity is only an instrument to be used, not a deity to be worshipped. And it's another quote is, when our finances are in order, every aspect of our lives is in order as well. Our finances are the foundation which everything else is based. And then also there was a scripture that I wrote down, which was Matthew 6:33. But seek first his kingdom and in his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. People are getting into trouble simply because they want something so much. They can't wait to save for it. They can't wait for God to allow it to come into their lives, and they just go into debt to get it. That was another quote in the book. It's just saying how we just got to have this, that, and the third. And it's like, we want it now. We don't want to say, oh, let's work towards it. Let's save it up. No, we want it now. So today's daily assignment focused on the 10 commandments. So she gave out various commandments, and she wanted you to really, look at that commandment and see if you broken that commandment, or went against what that, commandment, or how did you respond in a situation that was connected to that commandment. I felt like I don't want to share because it's personal, but I did, think, I have done some things that went against some of the commandments. And in terms of, looking at wealth and relationships and whatnot, and how I view God. So it was really interesting to sit down and do that actual assignment for the day. And then, so I'm just looking at my notes. These are, they had like, thou shalt not steal. Are you always on time for work? Would your boss be proud of you? Do you envy your neighbor? That type of stuff. So yeah. So I just feel like that's kind of personal. I don't want to go into details for that. So how am I feeling? I feel like God, this is what I'm feeling. This is what's been in my spirit. I feel like God is ready to move me to a new place. I believe that God got some amazing things on the horizon for me, but I really feel God is probably holding them back right now because he wants me to put the focus on him. He wants me to, be more into him and do more prayer and reading and trusting and being more faithful, walking by faith and putting his faith to test. So I really feel like God is saying, you give so many others time, give me some time. So that's what I've been trying to do, is give God more time and reevaluate my relationship. So today, I didn't spend $1. Didn't spend not a quarter. I went back to work today, and I felt like I was very productive because I actually got up. I actually read chapter 2 in the 21 Day Financial Fast book. I actually read the chapter. I prayed, and then I actually got to work out at home. And then I came back upstairs. I prepared my lunch, and I prepped for my dinner. So I did bring my lunch today, and I had prepped. So I was able to come home and just go to work on cooking my food. So that's the plan. I'm going to try to do that tomorrow. Make my lunch. I'm going to try to put together my lunch tonight and prep for my dinner in the morning. So I did map out a whole week's worth of things I can eat for lunch and things I can eat for dinner all the way up till Saturday. So I did breakfast is easy. I got 3 options I can eat breakfast with, but I was really more concerned about the dinner. So I did try to map out the dinner for the rest of the week up until Saturday. So yeah, that is pretty much it. I feel like I didn't have any pitfalls today. One thing I'm planning to do is make sure I keep snacks around in my purse. Make sure I have bottles of water and just things to drink. Like I brought, I had filled my little water bottle with pop this morning. So that was my little caffeine on the way to work of the pop I had from grocery shopping. So I am trying to do it. There's a couple of people who are doing the fast with me. Not sure how that's going to work because people got visitors coming in and people get called out to go to dinner. And yeah, I don't know how other people's walk is going to be with this. I do appreciate them encouraging me, but all I can do now is just focus on my journey and my walk. But it is, something I took from thus far, I'm taking a takeaway is, I do want to bless others. And one thing I think I want to start is one or two. I got 2 things I can do. One thing is a blessing bag, which I want to get together bags that have, chips and water and other snacks, and perhaps put some form of an encouraging scripture in the bag, and maybe like $1 or some coins or just some monetary in there. I want to start doing possibly that because I do drive in the city and there's always a lot of people asking for money, seeking help and assistance. And that way, if I can do that and I'm driving around, I can just reach, and, I would try to keep a few of the bags in the car with me, or I'll grab them when I know I'm driving to certain places that I know people normally ask for money. And I would give them, that blessing bag. That was one option. Another option I wanted to do is just have a blessing envelope. So similar concept, but it's just filled with, some singles and coins. And that would be like, it's almost adding like another envelope category, but doing that and just having that money around. So when people do ask, I'll have a go-to source. And I'm able to give that. So that is something that I'm definitely feeling led to do in the near future. So that's pretty much it. That is all. We are heading to day 3. So just keep me uplifted. And if you're doing it with me, let me know. And I plan to encourage you as well. So I'm hoping my friends get it together, because one girl was like, oh, it's hard already. I didn't feel like it was hard today. So maybe because I think what's going to be important for this is to plan in advance. And something I'm already doing, I know I'm going to go grocery shopping this Friday because that's my normal grocery shopping time frame. I usually grocery shop every time I get paid. So I am putting together lists right now. So as I'm thinking of stuff I need, I'm writing it down. I'm not going to wait till we get the hour before it's time to go to the grocery store, even the day before. I'm writing things down so I know what I need. So I got one list that I'm tallying up food items that I'm gonna need or I ran out of, and then I have another tally list of like households. Like I know it's a couple of house things I need to get, so that way when I go out to do the shopping on Friday, I know I'm getting specific items. So trying to stay focused, trying to stay prayed up. Like I said, I'm really looking to get some clarity through this process as well and just grow closer to God. So I also read my daily word, and I looked at the daily Bible scriptures. So I'm really trying to, get my time in with God through study, reading, through reading and studying and prayer. So that is it. Stay tuned for day 3. Have a good evening.